Okay, you say you want to be a stay-at-home mother. Okay, well, let me tell you some pros and cons first. First, I want to say, especially as a black stay-at-home mother, it is revolutionary. Okay? We have not had a chance too many times to see our mothers and foremothers before us really stand in that position where they don't have to work 2 and 3 jobs, missing their baby's greatest moments because they have to work and make ends meet. We haven't seen too many times where our mothers actually had a healthy partner, let alone our actual dad. You get what I'm saying? I had my dad, but I've had so many girls and so many friends who did not have their dad. So actually being able to be a stay-at-home mom alone is right on. But I do have a couple checkpoints that I would say that if you don't have in place and you can't really get in place, from experience as a stay-at-home mom for 6 years, this just might not be for you. Okay. First consideration, what's your village looking like? If you don't have your mother, your grandmother, aunties, cousins, somebody that can come over to your house and help support you, or you can send your kids there easily and they can be taken care of, stuff like that, being a stay-at-home mom is going to be a lonely ride. Okay? Number 2, if you don't have necessarily, I would say, a hobby, something or some way that you can still get out and be yourself, express yourself, or have a hobby or a side hustle, something where you can still create some sort of income for yourself. It may not be take care of the bills, but something to where, you just want your own money. If you don't have that type of access, you might not want to be a stay-at-home mom. Or if your partner is not rolling in dough to the point where if you could just say, babe, I'm going to get my nails done. And he say, all right, babe, how much? Bow. Or, babe, I just want to take the kids out to the museum today. And he say, bow, how much? Like, if you don't have that back and forth, because what's going to happen is, number one, you may feel a couple of things. You may watch your partner pay all the bills. And because you don't have any money, you are going to, or at least I have, begin to feel this sense of like not enough. Like you feel like you're not helping enough. Even though you are taking care of the whole household, all the kids, all day, which is more than enough. You are saving the family thousands of dollars because your kids are not in daycare. You're taking care of them. It can feel like, I'm not as equal as my partner because I'm not pulling in. That's a terrible place to be in as a mom, and it don't even have nothing to do with your partner. Your man may be like, babe, you good. But internally, as an adult, as a grown woman, it's like you want your own money. And if you don't have it like that to where your husband or partner is just spoiling you to the point where you don't even think about the fact that you don't have money, being a stay-at-home mom can really be a mental task. Okay, and then also, what is the actual partnership responsibilities in the household? How are we still sharing and breaking all of this shit down? Okay? Because I think that sometimes the daddy be looking at the stay-at-home mom like, okay, well, I'm out here working. I'm working. So everything that's required to do in this house, that's on you, baby girl. The house need to be clean. The kids need to be played with, engaged with. Food need to be cooked. I'm not touching none of that. I'm not cleaning nothing. I'm not cooking nothing. I'm really limited even with my time or how I'm going to be with the kids. Because I don't work all day. That's not a good place to be in, mother. It's not a good place to be in because at the end of the day, they're still his kids too. That's why we're even here. That's why you're even a stay-at-home mom, because there's kids to be taken care of. But you know that when y'all laid down and did the 1-2, he gave you the magic. You know what I'm saying? He put the magic in the pot, and that's how the baby got made. So, Mr. Magician, you still got to, do something. Take the kids outside while I'm cooking dinner. Clean up while I'm playing with the kids. It's still a partnership. Once you get home, debrief. Take a shower, smoke, change your clothes, go outside, go to the gym, do whatever you want to do, need to do. But at some point, we still got to all come back to a family. And he should still honor the fact that your job and your role is a stay-at-home mom. So you still deserve to clock out at some point too. And he needs to give you that space. So make sure that y'all have that understanding. Because if you don't, So, I mean, that's really the tops. I think that a lot of stay-at-home moms that have the financial freedom, when they can text their husbands or partners or baby daddies, whatever, and be like, I want to take the kids to the museum every other day, and they can do that, it works. When they can afford to eat out or eat whatever they want to eat, it works. When literally the mom doesn't have to do anything but take care of the household and the children, it works. I've seen it. I know stay-at-home moms, black stay-at-home moms like that. And they still have a mental breakdown all the time because you're with children all day. But the ones that I see who have husbands and partners that still go to work and still come home and be a part of the household, those moms are thriving a lot more. Those stay-at-home moms who have the financial stability, they thrive a lot more. Now, a lot of times you don't have to be rolling in cash. You can do it off of love alone. If you are just so like, I just love my family, I'm more than happy to stand my ground while my man go out and hustle for us. We ain't rich, but he making the ends meet, and we just a family, and we doing this shit. That's still powerful. That's still powerful. I still root for that. I still cheer for that. But like I said, make sure that the conversations are had. I would definitely say still make sure that you have somebody, even if it's just a friend, somebody who can be right alongside you when you need it. Because if you don't have that outlet of family or friends, ain't enough money in the world on that. So make sure your village is tight. Make sure you have an understanding of the money. Because like I said, if you know that y'all don't have a lot of money, but you're staying home to save money, and that's just is what it is, that's fine. But make sure you know that and you are prepared to work with that. Okay? And lastly, like I said, make sure that you have conversations with your actual partner about how duties and roles will still be mapped out. Because if not, I can guarantee you there's going to be an understanding that, I work. I pay for everything up in this bitch, so don't ask me for nothing. And that's fair. You should not be looking for your husband to make full dinners every night or clean the whole house. He should not come home and the house is just in an uproar and the kids look dirty and ain't nothing cooked, because that's like, now what the fuck you been doing? But once he's home and he has debriefed, now it's time to intermingle everything, because you're home and I'm home. We're home. We're a family. So let's do the family thing together. So just think about that before you put on that stay-at-home mom hat, because it's a bit.